name is Lindsay from Group 2. Today, we are very happy to show you how to make crepe Suzette. This is a perfect dish for breakfast or dessert, and it has a very fun history because it was created out of a mistake made by a 14-year-old assistant waiter called Henri Carmentier in 1895 at Paris. He was preparing a dessert for the Prince of Wales, the future King of England. The crepe are often served hot with a sauce of sugar, orange juice, and liquor. And before we start it, there are a few food issues that we need to know, such as don't use too much flours or cook the crepe too slowly, otherwise we will get very tough crepe and this is not good for taste. And if we want to get a very soft crepe, we can let the butter rest for 20 to 30 minutes. And if you know those tips, we can start the video right now. The equipment we are going to use for this recipe includes measuring spoons, a whisk, food scales, a bigger measuring spoons, a measuring cups, a grater, and 2 bowls for mixing.
The first step to making the crepe batter is to measure out 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour, It is important to level off the measuring cup before pouring in the ingredients for accurate measuring. And 1/4 teaspoons of salt, which will be poured into the first bowl. Whisk these 2 ingredients and set aside. Next, using a measuring scale, weigh out 80 milliliters of milk and 80 milliliters of water. And next, measure out 15 milliliters of unsalted butter and melt. Next, combine all the wet ingredients, including 2 eggs, into a second mixing bowl. And there is the water, and next is the milk and the melted butter. And whisk together to incorporate. Next, combine the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients and mix. Next, cover the batter and chill for 30 minutes before using.
While we are waiting butter to chill, we can begin to work on the filling. So first, grate off the rind of 1 orange. And then measure out 2 teaspoons. Next, using a juicer, obtain 125 ml of orange juice and set aside. After that, measure out 30 ml of unsalted butter. In the saucepan on medium heat, melt together the butter and 3 tablespoons of sugar. Next, add the measure out orange juice and rind. Bring to a boil until slightly thickened. And then remove off heat to slightly cool and add ½ teaspoon of orange extract.
Measure out 50 ml of the crepe batter. And pour onto a hot buttered flat pan. Tilt the pan to separate out the mix. Cook both sides until golden brown for about 2 minutes. Next, fold the crepe into quarters and plate. Use the filling and the drizzle on top to add flavor and zest. And you are finished. The delicious treat is beautiful to look at and joyful for all.
We know that one of the main ingredients of crepe Suzette is flour. If we use whole wheat flour to substitute all-purpose flour, it may be a healthier choice for cooking crepe Suzette. Parts of the health benefits of whole grain flours are attributed to the presence of antioxidants. It can reduce the risks of chronic diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, carcinogenesis, type 2 diabetes, and obesity. From the nutritional aspect, whole wheat flours have a high value of dietary fiber, protein, and trace elements than all-purpose flours. From the sensory aspect, research shows that in the 4 different types of flours, all-purpose flours and 51% white whole wheat flour had a finer texture. The score is 6.0 and 5.5 respectively, on a scale of 1 to 9. During the cooking process, we found that for the best taste, make sure to keep the crepe as thin as possible when cooking. We also found some issues of the recipe. First one was from the recipe, we didn't know how long to cook the filling. Another one was the type of milk wasn't specified. However, this recipe guided us to cook delicious crepe Suzette. It is not difficult to cook, and it is definitely a good choice for your breakfast or dessert. That's the end of our video. Thank you.